Hello, I'm Angel. This is Notice Sessions 2, where I get to spit some poetry for you and hopefully you feel them like I do. Everything happened so fast. Just this Sunday that passed, I was pensive of my past, wrestling on becoming in a flash. See, sometimes it really feels like I'm back in my 5th grade class, in a small dry town somewhere in Mass, where there was no moisture in the roots, no life in the grass. Life was too slow and I wanted fast. I wanted mas, with all these echoes in class of who I was before I even understood who I was. It was an overload, identity crash, everything happening so fast. As my classmate would laugh, yo, you don't look like the Puerto Ricans we see on TV. Tú eres muy negrito, nariz como un indito. No puede ser que este feíto sea de que de Puerto Rico. I was confused, I was naive, I believed. Like, am I adopted? Condition on me, it ever lasted. Light-skinned mom, light-skinned father, light-skinned sis, light-skinned brother. So they said you must belong to another. But the fact is, riches and dark chocolate is my grandfather's palate. But these people say they know. So I question thee, I question me. Started flipping through people's magazines con los 25 más bellos. Porque alguien como yo no lo veo, seré feo. Y si lo veo, son como atracciones en un museo. So yo al Señor le pedí un deseo. Mira, lávame de esta piel oscura, porque parece que ser diferente es una tortura. Pero solo era un niño con llantos de ayuda. El sexo común lento como una tortuga, soplando de su mamá para salir de duda, pero ni ella misma estaba segura. So the noise just played on rotation like payola, in a stagnant ocean con nada de olas. See, they said my skin looked like if I was left in the oven too long, but I was only cooked for 7 months strong. They said my features didn't match the song, because Boricuas only got vanilla tunes, and to them my face an out of tune. Elephant in the room, wishing bells ring soon. Didn't know if I could make it through another afternoon. I wanted to orbit out of space, out of that space. It was bad for my mental space. It was then I began a race with a kid who didn't feel welcome. He felt out of place. Had a couple confrontations with the mirror cause dislikes with his face. Cause no one time perspective ways. How you don't always have to eat what's on your plate. How everything is up for debate. So he just wrote rhymes to escape, but instead I helped him find new ways. Findings of a better he, the chemistry and expression in he, rooted in this poetry. Poetry that gave him all the branches to be. It helped him see and decode the identity. With memories and lessons I never leave. Some here to stay, some season leaves. Some was the oxygen that helps him breathe when he forgets what it is to be. Him, me. Cause everything happens so fast. Everything happens in a flash. Freedom in my face. How dare not take this space and not let it become my saving grace? See, one time someone had a dream that together we can create a world that is bigger and become figures that'll give our ancestors shivers, live a life that our past self can be delivered. Especially to the kid then who saw no boundaries. Cause he just traveled where imagination let him be. It was an instinct in he, in his creativity, in his DNA. His driving fire, his cooling when he overheats. See, nothing but this art defined he. I am art. Art is me. It just breathes right out of me. And see, I like to bake my thoughts in rhymes and analogies, frosted with metaphors and similes, and it just decodes me more sweetly. And the candle is lit, and then I'm illuminated, especially when I enter characters that father complicated, because it's beyond the schedule syndicated, where it's scripted though fabricated can showcase my purpose fully elevated, because I found freedom in being a vessel for the untold stories that stereotypes have wrestled, and uniqueness come from perspective, and my palette needs to be reflected. And now there's these moments and scenes, I see myself in scenes, it's projected, it's progressive. And the feeling that comes from being a storyteller, it's beyond explainable. But I know that because of it, the pillars of my mental state are unbreakable. It just makes the sunny days better and it shelters the hotter storms. And every time a beat hits, my body becomes it in physical form. And every time a melody goes, I'm just like adding to its flow. Discovering harmonies that I didn't even know. See, freedom, it's soul confessing its love for expressing. Freedom in my face. How dare I take this space and I let it become my saving grace. I hope my love is on the way, but it feels like it's also yesterday. So many lessons along the way, so many I pushed away. Wonder boy wondering why the love never comes his way. It just feels like a lifetime since I had someone I can call mine. And sometimes I've been too overprotective of mine. Walls so high I never climb, thinking I have time, but I've been running over time. Not always lonely in his bed, but that a love be crazy on replay. But it feels like the one got lost on his way. Hope one day we meet each other halfway. I just hope it's on the way, cause my heart cannot take another break. I hope next was here to stay, cause my heart cannot take another break. For the rest of our days, just for growth and happy days. Your love, is you on the way, or am I still in the way? Love, on the way. I pray. Big apple, big dreams, big headaches. Low valleys, high peaks, still don't regret them. What a journey it's been. See, it feels like I've had this recipe before the life of me. I just can't get the right degrees. It's like I'm never at ease. See, all my life I walked around with these question marks on me. Just been lost in discoveries, consumed by my anxiety. Having time in the day, but just ignoring revisions. Basically loading this gun for the devil's ammunition. And then just letting these pensive weights stray me away. Convincing myself the bare minimums are okay. Like I moved all this way to just be okay. And then too often I have these demons that leash, especially when the lonely hour creeps. So I just feel I have to be what some may see as too invested. But without these dreams, I'm restless. See, this hustle just don't work with a 9 to 5. So catch 22, cause I did what I had to do. 3 jobs in a day I had to make do. But in the city that never sleeps, I might dream I hit snooze. Cause discipline just constantly slipped me most days, with loops on replay of selfless ways. And then some nights I gave this king body to nobodies, gave invites to peasant parties, went against what I embodied. Soul over mind, mind over body. The late bloomer in transit but always delayed. See, the black sheep I always played, stayed playing tag with them trains, just missing them by a breath and making them by a step. As half of my coat is caught in the laps and breakfast is half out the bag. Always huffing and puffing all my life, huffing and puffing like I'm always on go, but no sea is really watered, yet I expect to grow. Like, yo, I have to check in, I have to take in more serotonin. Cause today I stare deeper in this tunnel window's reflection. And there's flashbacks of devil dances that I'll never mention. But I promise no malicious intention, just a soul that lost value, lost directions. And it's just taking me longer to get it together. Cause too often I've been consumed by those days that I have it together. Consumed by those mistakes that just ponder forever. See, my mood flips on me just like the weather, but I see scissors, cause I feel tethered. See, system B on overload, but I'm incapacitated. Upper neurons fully activated. Poetry, it created. And this poetry is therapy, is energy, is balance for me. And see, I just want to do what I love what I do, practice or lose. So from Locktown to the concrete jungle, manifesting more art from this fumble. Everything's poetry. Everything. Everything is poetry. Everything everything, everything.